There they are, girls. Look, they're improving themselves. They're still going to school. My respect to all these young ladies who want to better themselves through education. Even at night, tired after work, they come here to the university. That's something to respect.
The women in Thailand, yes, they are women. These are not transvestites, they are 100% women. We already saw the video crudely titled Thailand's Working Girls with Rifles. I apologize for the title. To compete with the YouTube algorithm, I have to give it a title like that. In that video, I showed you the reality of being transgender in Thailand. Now comes an even more sensitive video, Thailand's Working Girls Without Rifles. Another delicate, controversial topic, difficult to address. This one is particularly hard because it lends itself to a lot of jokes. As a presenter, I find it hard to make the video entertaining. If I make jokes, it's to lighten up such a complicated topic a bit. But this could be misunderstood as mockery, but it's not. I'm never going to hide the reality of the places I go to. I have to show you the whole story. So I present it to you with balance. We're not going to be fragile. We're not going to get offended by everything. You can joke a little. At the same time, I present it to you with sensitivity, respect, and humanity toward the women we're going to see in such vulnerable situations. For privacy reasons, I'm not going to focus on their faces. I won't show their identities or reveal names, but I'll also show you, in a way you've never seen before, what you would see if you came here. This is what you see on the streets, it's what you would see, so I'm showing it to you. And it's important to see it so that you are well informed and aware of what's happening in the world.
The victims of these circumstances are not only Thai women, Russian girls as well. Here is the Russian girls show. Not all of them are Russian citizens, but I imagine they are of Slavic origin. No matter which Slavic country you're from, they bring you here to work.
For this video, we're going to visit two main cities, the capital of Thailand, the city of Bangkok, and the city of Pattaya, which is an hour south of Bangkok and is known as the sex capital of the world.
In fact, Thailand is a country with 72 million people, and this is its only urban area, the city of Bangkok, with 8.2 million inhabitants, but that's all they have.
They don't need more. Let's start with the basics. Why? Why is Thailand the world capital of this activity? Why is it the city of the affectionate ones? There are several reasons. The prices for these services are among the cheapest in the world. It's still a developing country. Its economy is not high income for its citizens, meaning people earn very little. It has a high birth rate, so there's always a constant supply of young women looking for work. It has a lot of natural wealth. It's a country with a very high tourism rate, so it always has millions of visitors from all over the world, all year round, with currencies more valuable than the local currency, so you can hire services. And the most controversial and offensive of all the reasons, Thai women naturally stay slim and attractive into their 30s and 40s, and even after having children, without dieting or exercising. That's just how they are genetically. I don't mean to offend any girl out there, this is just a fact. There are several ways to provide this service, such as brothels, where that's all there is. They have women crowded together like cattle and you go in and choose, or massage places where they offer you a happy ending. Bars where the waitresses offer you the service, they take you upstairs where there are rooms, or you can take them to your hotel. Usually the bars charge a fee to take the girls who work there out of the place, which ranges from $20 to $40. And the service itself costs you between $40 and $120 for the more expensive ones. On average, it would be $40 to $50. These prices are even listed on the menu in many of the bars, so it wasn't hard for me to get this information. And all these gentlemen you see here, they're not here for the service. Don't get the wrong idea, not all of them. I imagine they're here for churches and libraries. Most likely that's what they're here for.
The church is over there and the library is up there. Don't get the wrong idea. There are also a lot of massage places, massages, like this one, look, massages. And outside are the girls who give you the massages. These massage places that are everywhere have nothing to do with what you're thinking. They're relaxation massages, medicinal for injuries to help you de-stress. They're not the happy ending kind you want to see. And they're everywhere, just like the other ones that are what you're thinking about. So you have to be careful not to confuse them. The difference is very clear. If you look through the windows, you see there are people sitting there getting their massage. If the window is dark, so you can't see directly from the street, then something different is going on there.
And those who aren't in bars, brothels, or massage parlors are like this, out on the street. And there are a lot, thousands, in much higher concentrations than in any other city. Let's look at this street in Pattaya.
This whole avenue is full of women working in the industry. Throughout this whole video, I can't mention certain words so it doesn't get suppressed, so YouTube doesn't delete it or take it down. The last video I uploaded about people who dress as the other gender, well, it's been suppressed and demonetized, you know. So there are some keywords here that I'm not going to mention. For example, this one. We're going to call it company. This other one, we're going to call her local girl. So you can go look for the company of a local girl. And Thailand for 30 consecutive years has been the world capital of the sex industry. And its epicenter is not its capital, the city of Bangkok, but here the city of Pattaya, which is the sex capital of the world. I wouldn't call it the world capital of sex, I would call it the world capital of prostitution. Honestly, that's what it is. Well, the city, the epicenter, the cradle is this street. The street is called Walking Street. This is where all the fun begins, as we would say in Chiapas. Let's take a little walk again, with respect, for educational purposes, and see what we find. Hello? Hello?
First,
Since you take the
first steps, they start offering you these live sexual activity shows. You can sit and watch couples, multiple people, a man and several women, women and several men, whatever you want.
Those shows are called ping pong shows, which is when a woman inserts a ping pong ball into her reproductive organ and throws it. The entire street looks like this as you walk by. Every little light you see on is one of those shows or something similar. Let's see what else they offer us. They also offer these shows to the girls. They're recruiting people for the airlines over there. Look, they're modeling the uniform so that the girls who want to be flight attendants for the airlines can say, well, the uniform fits me. Another thing you should keep in mind about Thai law is that this activity of paying for a date is prohibited. This profession, but look, it doesn't even seem like it's prohibited. The truth is that it's normalized, to be honest. Here's another one with Russian women. It's a whole show there. Sport shooting as well. Or if you want to practice your shooting, those people over there with the little flag are part of guided tours. If you don't want to come by yourself and you don't want to come for free, then come in a group and hire a guide. A place looks more appealing if there are 20 girls outside. And as you walk by, they smile at you and talk to you. It's a very effective way to attract people. The type of clientele these places want to attract. They put the girls outside the door so they can bring people in. It's part of their job not just to be there modeling or serving the customer, whether it's food or any activity they want, but it's also their job to bring people into the establishment. And many see this place as the modern Sodom and Gomorrah. If Sodom and Gomorrah existed, well, they'd be more or less like this. But I say no, I disagree, because no one forces you to participate in anything. They offer you, yes, they offer you everything. They offer you Mary Jane, which is already legal here in Thailand. Also with whoever you want, of whatever gender you want, as many as you want, they offer you everything, but they just offer. They don't force you to participate. No one is forcing you. And as far as I remember, in Sodom and Gomorrah, they forced you to participate. You can just come to walk around, have something to eat, listen to live music. The beach is a block away, so you can go for a run. You can come to play sports and eat healthy, or you can come to lose yourself in whatever kind of indulgence you want.
You can do both, even though they're opposites. It's really your choice.
Just like me, I don't drink alcohol, I just come here to walk and eat something. There are even fruits and vegetables here. So after you enjoy your treats, there's no excuse not to eat healthy. Look.
There's even a McDonald's. The workers pull you in as you walk by. And some women say this is the reason why they don't want their husbands or boyfriends to come to Thailand. Look, I'll tell you something honestly. Whoever wants to go in will go in. Whoever wants to hire the service hires it. Yes, they pull you. Last time they even tore my shirt. They broke a button while I was recording. But they can't force you if you keep walking. No, they can't carry you to make you go in. To make this video and capture all the images I'm showing you, I had to walk these streets over and over again, at all hours, in many parts of the city where these services are located. And I can tell you, married ladies, honestly, those who want to go in, those who don't. It's that simple. Instead of cursing these girls because your husband got lost in Thailand, you'd better complain to your husband.
Those who come with a girlfriend seem to respect you. The girls don't talk or say anything to you. Only to the men who come single like you alone. If they see that you come accompanied by a girlfriend or wife or friend, they don't say anything to you anymore. Keep in mind, this is a Monday. It's a Monday. It's not a weekend. A Saturday, Friday, or Sunday. It's Monday night. Look at how this street is. Like this looks. Now imagine it on a weekend. You simply can't walk through here. No, there's not enough space for you. Coming here as a tourist is fine, but I'm seeing people who live here with kids. That shouldn't happen either.
Let's go see the ones who are out on the street.
The main avenue of Pattaya Street. And as you can see, not all of them are dressed in the typical way we would think a girl in this industry would dress. Look at that one. For example, look at that girl over there. Look, she's wearing a long dress. There are some who do. Look, some are a bit more, advertising their occupation. But there are some that if you saw them walking in the mall, you would never imagine that they do this for a living. Look at those two girls over there. Dressed completely normal. And look at that one, look. A very elegant beach dress, very beautiful. But it looks so good. That's why sometimes it's embarrassing if you're a customer to ask. Because you can see a young lady and say, well, she's on duty, she's working. And you approach her and ask how much, and no, this is public transportation here in the city of Pattaya. Very common in Thailand, they're improvised little carts. You get on and pay him 10 baht, which is about 5 cents in dollars. And here you can take a sort of pre-tour to see what the scene is like. Kind of like cruising around. When you read the statistics about this place, they're really impressive. That it's the highest concentration of affectionate women, transgender people, working girls, and sex. Sex workers, minors, people who were forced to come from other countries, known as this thing right here. I can't say it on camera. And you think, wow, what a surreal place. But really, once you come and you're here, it's just a beach. Here are all these guys socializing, introducing themselves, socializing with the girls who are standing here. They're waiting for the bus or some other public transportation. Don't think they're here for any other particular reason. They're making small talk with them while their bus arrives. Let's take a look at the so-called entertainment districts that are in every Thai city. This is another one of those districts here in the city of Pattaya. It has several streets, and as you go in, it's like a whole neighborhood of bars. Bar, beer, town, meth, night. In English, it doesn't make much sense, but you can kind of get the idea. And it's the same. There are drinks, there's music, and there are girls to keep the customers company. Let's see. Screens so you can watch the Euro Cup or the Copa America so you can see how well Mexico is doing. Look, I came early to show you. Soon this place will be packed with people, making it hard to walk through. It's only 6 in the evening now, but later it'll get crowded. I mean, from midnight onwards, here it's a horrible traffic jam of people enjoying the nightlife. And there are the girls who, as soon as you walk in, offer you company. You know what kind. And this is endless. This is like the Disneyland for adults, just like the Hong Kong in Tijuana, where there's really good Chinese food. It's the same here, but it's an entire city. An entire city, the whole country. And look, if you come to Thailand and you don't know anyone, you don't know where to go, you haven't checked TripAdvisor or any travel site that tells you what to do, look, just find yourself an avenue that looks busy and start walking, just walk. Eventually, after 5 or 6 blocks, 10 at most, you'll get to a place like this. Look, Boys Town, imagine what you can find there. That's it. I don't have to mention it so they don't take down or suppress my video. If you didn't like it, walk another 10 blocks and you'll find another one. Look, I just walked 6 blocks. 6? And I already made it to this other place, look. You go straight down here, look. Whatever you're looking for, I guarantee you'll find it. Some places are more discreet, they look just like a simple bar. And some are a bit more obvious, like this one, look, it says hookup corner, kind of like saying the hookup corner. There are a few sitting on their little stools, just a few here and there. So if I lived here, I would open my own little stool rental business. I would come here as soon as night falls with a stack of little stools, and I would offer them stools to all these ladies. And then at the end of the night, I would go around picking them up and charging them the rental fee. This is a night market. There's a bit of everything here. Affectionate girls with rifles, without rifles, ladyboys, girls who aren't affectionate. Some just come to drink, to dance, to see who they can pick up for a night. Some people just come to dance and make friends. It's no big deal. There's a family atmosphere, food and more. I'm going to take you walking, just like you're coming with me. Let's go.
Now, why make this video? What's the need to show this and expose these girls? A very simple reason. This thing about the cariñosas, as they're known, is a very popular topic on social media in Latin America. If you don't believe me, go to Facebook or TikTok and search for the hashtag #cariñosas, and you'll find countless videos of men recording them. And they're just recording them. They're not making fun of them, but they're also not giving you any information about this phenomenon, nor are they reminding you of their humanity. That's super popular. They use the voice of this Dragon Ball character Babidi, the one who used to say,
"What are you doing with those rascals?"
Majin Buu, Boo, well, those guys. It's a crucial part of entertainment on social media. We watch videos of these girls and forget that they're women in a very vulnerable situation. In the time I've been here, I talk to these girls in interview mode, and I can tell you that most of them hate their job. They don't like it. They don't like the men they sleep with. But they have no choice, there's no alternative. Some tolerate it, and yes, we can't deny it. Some tell me I like the job. It's fine because I make money. Not because she likes the activity. One, I only met one who told me, I like this job. It's the best job I've ever had. I'm not going to exhaust myself growing coconuts in the fields when I can earn 10 times more here than as a farm worker. Only one told me that. And about 4 or 5 told me, well, the job is more or less okay, it's decent. The vast majority tell me they hate it. Are they ashamed? Has their self-esteem dropped a lot? Their sense of their own worth as people? Have they given up on the dream of marrying someone and starting a family someday and achieving complete happiness because they no longer see themselves as worthy? They no longer see that value in themselves, that sense of someday I'll marry a man. Because they know my past is so damaging for him, so shameful that no one is going to want to marry me. It's like as a businessman, you see your company's stocks go down and you say, my value as a man has dropped. That's how they see it too. Because of working in this, my value as a woman dropped. But they have no other choice. Look, I have nothing against this kind of work, against the sex industry, nothing. But I would like it to be free of taboos so that these people aren't ashamed to work here and also don't receive hate from society in general. No, I'm not saying that women should be proud of doing this work, no. But we have to eliminate that taboo because the ones responsible for this work existing aren't women, they're men. And those who pay for this service are participating in and perpetuating the subjugation, humiliation, and exploitation of these women. If they had another job with other opportunities, even if it paid less, they would do it. Most of these women wouldn't be here if it wasn't absolutely their only option. Thailand is a country that, if you look it up on social media, if you search the hashtag Dashan Thailandia or in English Dashan Thailand, you'll see that it's a very, very popular country. Many people worldwide think it's really cool, right? Something really good, really cool, so chill, right? What a great country. It has the best sex workers in the world. And they see it as a sign that in Thailand there are beautiful women, they're slim, they have good genes, that it's a cheap country, a country that's awesome, a country where you can come to forget all your problems. But honestly, the way I see it, forgive me for the criticism, I don't see this as any sign of something cool. I see it as a sign of poverty and exploitation, and a sign and evidence that there will always be men willing to exploit this poverty. That's how I see it.
Well, the chaos, the commotion, and the noise here go on all night. They don't stop, look. There, it's endless. I'm going home now, well, to my little hotel, to sleep, to rest, to video call my kids, and to sleep.